What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Flying Brian's Garage. Today we're out here at Shaggy Small Engines doing a pickup of a little bit of equipment here, and we're already picking up one, but I figured I'd start the video for the second one. There'll be a video on separate each one. This is the one we're picking up right now. It's an old Craftsman, but that's not what we're looking at. We're going to actually take that to the house or the shop, drop it off, and then we're going to come back and get this MTD here, which is like an early 90s MTD, and it is an FNR that don't want to open with an old 11.5 Briggs flathead on it. Clean plastic tank. The carb is okay looking from what I can see. It has no oil in it whatsoever, but it is free. Stuck spot there. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this back together. That way it can ride on the trailer with no worries. And what we'll go ahead and do is go and take the Craftsman back to the shop, come back, and we will get this guy right here to get back to the shop. And we'll see if we can get this thing running. Will it run and ride? That is the question. Alright. Yep, we'll get this, like I said, we'll go ahead and get our other one ready to go and come back, get this guy. We'll have us a couple projects at the shop. Alright, just made it back to Shaggy's. About to get the old MTD up on the trailer.
You ready? Yep. Holler if you need me.
Oh, this is...
Got that one on.
next day. We're out here looking at this MTD we brought home last night, or yesterday. I almost lost my top of my battery box, but I didn't. We're going to go ahead and take this thing down to the shop, get it offloaded, because we actually got to load up the general for the car show right now. I think I'm going to mess with this before we leave, see if I can get it to bust off. But let's get it in the shop, get it off this trailer, and look at it a little better. Alright, it is now after the car show. I was going to get to this before, but I didn't have enough camera battery this morning. I didn't want to film this for y'all with that camera that I just don't like. It don't have the wide picture, and I hate that. But it is what it is. We're out here now, and we're about to dig into this thing. Alright, so here we are looking at an MTD Vari Drive. Looks like an early 90s MTD. I'm not sure. I really need to look it up. It looks like we're already starting off with a broken dash and a hood that don't want to come up, which is great. I'll have to try to repair that somehow, because it is busted right off of there. As you can see, the bolts and the side over there that's broken. Looks like we have a decent tank to work with. Our steering gear is completely stripped on the shaft. Look at them teeth. Wow. So we're going to have to source steering shaft somewhere, because I do want to get this one going. I don't want to part it out. I think it's pretty cool. I hate those windows. God, they scare the hell out of me. Every damn time they fall, I got to figure out a way to keep them up, because they're getting on my nerves. Looks like there's some wires hanging here and there. I don't know what they go to. We will find out. Actually, I think that's a charging wire, or that is the power wire for the lights off of the, hold on, it is, it's the light wire. See, it goes to the lights, and there it is. So looks like they just got snipped. Snip, snip. Because that one actually bridges over to here, and it is snipped. See? I got that wire over there. So there's our headlights. The deck is gone. I've had a couple decks like that, but very few. It looks like this thing's been rusted up quite a bit, seen better days. Oh God, look at that pulley. She's crunchy. Oh God. Where the hell did he get this from? Florida? That looks like it's salt. I want to find a date code on this. I'd like to find out if this is that engine says 07. No. 93. I do believe this is a 93. look at that. 1990. So around 90 to 93, I'll probably go with 1990. I doubt the rears will hold any air. We could try it, but I don't think we will. First things first, we need to remove the deck out from under it, get it out of here, and then we can start focusing on battery, which this is the battery setup in this, and that battery is SHOT shot, and that's the drain tube for these stupid batteries. I hate these batteries. Alright, I'm officially dying. It's hotter than shit out here. But we got the deck off, and it's roached. So is that pulley down there. We're not going to worry about that right now. I think our top pulley's still okay for the Vari Drive. So I think we're just going to try to run with that. For now, someone that buys it wants to redo the deck, by all means, but I'm not going to do it. But I will sell it with the deck. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to get the rest of the brackets off at the bottom, and then we're going to move on to starting to hook the battery up to it. Maybe dump a little gas down its throat. See what it does. Alright guys, we have a jump cables hooked up to the battery, and we've got it hooked up to the MTD here. We'll see if the key switch works. I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver. If I can get one that fit in there. Alright, we have this key. Okay, we don't have key at all. So, probably going to come over here and hot jump this thing. Battery here. Really what I'm doing is I want to see if this thing will turn over. Find a good grounding point. Sounds like knocking. One needs oil. We gotta put some oil on this thing. Let's find some. Stick that key in the back of our ignition there. Turns over. That's good, but it does not sound well at all. It does not sound healthy. I wonder what kind of PSI we're getting out of it. Oh, damn, that's a ugly son of a bitch. Let this fucker die. I really just want to light that blaze real quick and I got a freaking lighter on. Well, we have some Lucas engine oil stop leak, which is pretty much the same thing as the thick viscosity stuff. We're just going to use it. We heard knocking anyway. Sticking her up. Doubt it over there, but we'll try. Well, it has a leak somewhere as well, unfortunately. So all four tires are bad on this unit. I'm sure these front ones are not even worth trying to seat. We'll have to source a set of tires for this thing, unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, well now all of our thick viscosity stuff has settled down in our engine. Stick our dipstick in there. See what we read. We're right at add. I think that'll probably be enough for a little bit. Let's kick it over again. Alright guys, we're going to shut the shop down a little early today. I'm tired. I've got editing to do for you guys to get a video up by Sunday. By Monday, and it is Saturday, so got to get in there and get to work. Have not started at all. So we did see that this thing will turn over. We got some oil in it. We got the deck off, and we did find out that it will not turn over with the key. So tomorrow we come out here, we'll hook the jumper cables to the van. Kick this thing over. Probably hook a compression tester up to it. Check our compression. I I'd like to possibly throw a little bit of ATF down in that cylinder just to help with compression, help lube that cylinder and clean out any debris, because ATF is a detergent. So it would be good to get that down in there, help boost compression, maybe liven up those rings again. We'll throw a spark plug in it. We'll see if we can get it to fire. I doubt it'll run off the carb. I want to try, and if it don't, the next step is to take the carb off, clean it, go through it real good, put it back on, get this thing running, get some tires on it, and yeah, we'll actually see if it'll ride at that point. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, where we will get back out here and hopefully get this thing running. Alright, we're out here again today with the new project, MTD. Got the van hooked up with the jumper cables. We're going to go ahead and kick it over, see what it'll do. I think the starter's pretty weak. I don't really like to turn this engine over. Might have to swap it. Spinning over a little better now. Got some ATF here and a bottle, hose. Okay, our cylinder full of ATF. Let that sit for a few minutes, let it soak. We'll come back to it and kick it over, shoot all that stuff out. Clean us up a spark plug, throw it in there. We might be able to use this starter. It's kind of started to sound like it freed up a little bit, so just let it sit for a few minutes, do its thing. We'll come back to it after it soaks and see if we get this thing to pop off. Alright, we've let it soak for about 5-10 minutes. I think our exhaust valve's stuck open because we have ATF coming out of the exhaust. Let's kick this over again, shoot it out the front, see how much it spins over a little better. Maybe it'll free up that valve. If not, we might have to get in there and free up that valve. Check our oil. Alright. Still leaking a good bit of ATF out of the muffler. It's definitely full of it. I don't hear anything hitting anymore. think that ATF fixed the problem. So I guess it's time to take the air box off the carb. Start looking into maybe putting a spark plug on this thing and putting some gas down its throat. Alright, let this thing sit for a while after we spun it over again, just to kind of, you know, let things sit and soak. Let's turn it over good. We've got a couple spark plugs over here, one that came with it even though it wasn't in it, and then I found this Champion, which I think that's one in better shape, so I'm going to clean it up, put it in some parts cleaner and use wire wheel, clean it up, gap it. We'll put it in, hook everything up, take the air box and the air filter out, shoot some gas down its throat, see if it barks off, and if it does, then we'll probably try to pour some gas in it. The tank's pretty clean. It's not that dirty. There's a tad bit of gunk in it, but not much. I've dealt with worse. So I'm going to change the battery out in this camera real quick, clean that plug up, and then we'll see if this thing will do, or what it'll do. Alright. Let's go ahead and slip this plug in real quick. It's on. You know, I just got to thinking that we were going to do a compression test on this today, and I forgot. We might do one later. But for now, let's just see what it sounds like. I think that starter's weaker than hell. No, it ain't my van. It tried. We might have to replace the starter. That starter's garbage. I'll tell you that right now. It's a runner. Okay. It's a carburetor. Alright guys, so here's the plan. Or here's the deal, as I should say. We have us a running, which is great. But the carburetor is not letting run off its own fuel. Surprise, surprise, I'm sitting. We're going to have to pull that carburetor, and I think while we pull the carburetor, we're going to go ahead and pull our starter as well and replace it, because it is just not... Maybe I can take it apart on the seats. I'll probably try to do that. And if that don't work, I'll be getting another out of the pile of starters that I have. Hell, I might just replace it. Let's go see. I got a starter out back. We'll see if it works. If it does, we'll just put it on for now. I just throw it up back here. I need to cut some of this. Alright, well, we have a starter right here with a metal gear. I don't know if it's any good, but we can see. Alright, let's check this bad boy. Positive. Rounds and negative. That's a good starter. Check it. Oh. Bendix moving? That's a good starter. We're going to put this one on. So for some reason, just popped it loose. The bottom came off of it. And it started working. So, I mean, it works for now. And I'll throw it back on there. Keep me from having to beat that stupid pin out now, and I'll worry about that other starter later. So let's go ahead and throw it back on, see if it turns it over faster, and if it does, then we'll go ahead and pull our carburetor, run through it real quick, and yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this back up into place real quick. Alright, we are about ready to pull our carburetor off of this unit. Alright, I think I have opted out on cleaning this carburetor. I think I'm going to actually just go pull one off of the mower back here that I'm not using. Making sure my camera lens is clean. Trying to make sure all the specs are off it for you guys. But I think we're going to keep this carb. It's a Walbro, and it's got a couple of adjustments on it that I haven't had on a carb. This is a 5-4993 Walbro, and I'm going to keep it, and it'll just be easier just to grab one. So let's go back in the yard, see what we have to put on this thing. I believe I may snatch from the deer. The deer is not much of anything anymore. So I guess see what carburetor has on it. is that? Is that also a Walbro? I think it is. It is. Man, I like my Walbros. But I need parts. So just pull this. Alright. Came back out here with some tools. I'm gonna pull this real quick. Alright. Looks like they're blowing off fireworks just as I cut the camera on. That's great. We have a Briggs Walbro carb, pretty much the same carb we just pulled off, except it don't have the couple of adjustments that one does. So let's install this. Alright, got our carb on, fuel line hooked up, all that stuff. We have not put our air breather on yet. This is our old filter here. We have a better filter to throw on it for now. We'll set y'all up over there. We're going to throw some gas down its neck, fire it up, hopefully run off its own fuel. Take a quick second and pause the video and ask y'all to help me with something. I need y'all to do me a favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Smash that bell. Go like the videos. You know, tell me where you're from. Say hi. Whatever. Ask me questions. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. And I cannot do that without your guys' help. So definitely go subscribe. Check out Facebook, the Instagram, the Snapchat, and now we have a TikTok. You can just go type in Flying Brown's Garage and you will find me. All the profile pictures are the same. It's easy to find. And yeah, give me some likes, give me some subscribes, and all that good stuff. I'm trying to build this, and I can't build it without everybody's help. So, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. You know, got a lot of good videos coming, constantly coming, and I'm constantly sourcing new projects. So, stay tuned, and with that being said, let's get back to the video. Alright, let's give this another attempt. New carburetor, freed up the starter some, going live. She's a runner. So I just cleaned this thing up a little bit off camera. I went ahead and fastened this side of the dash down again. What we're going to do is we're going to come through here and drill some holes and just use some baling wire, put it back together. We got a filter on the carburetor now. It's a little too tall, so I can't put the box on it, but that's okay. At least it's got a filter. We came through here and repaired our headlight wiring that was all messed up, and we're going to also be coming back in here and repairing our wiring that's messed up. Alright, we don't have steering yet. Our steering is still very much screwed up. We can at least start it. I'm going to close out the day with a little ride on the General, maybe. Got the shop closed down, and hopefully we'll be out here tomorrow to get this thing finished up and video over. But like I said, now let's end the day on a good note. Go out here. I've got a hood to slap on this thing real quick because I'll show you what happened after the car show. I was playing around and slammed it into the town car. So luckily the town car is okay. I just hit the bumper. But this hood's seen better days now. So yeah. We'll be taking it off. I have a Husqvarna hood to put on it. I guess I'll probably rip it around the yard for a little bit. Unfortunately, the oranges don't match. But it looks about the same. So not bad. I guess what we can do now is get a battery put on it, pull it out, ride it a little bit. Alright, we got ourselves a battery hooked up and a hood on it. So let's rip it around the yard and try not to hit the town car. That thing is a ridiculous amount of fun. Daggum. I really need someone filming me when I ride it, 'cause I was just sliding it around in the neighbor's yard, up through there, all the way up and around and back down through. Thing rides good. Rides really good now. I just need to I guess the exhaust is kind of posted. I'm probably just going to pull it off, or at least the tip here. I really like it, but don't want to. Never mind. I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I found a way to fix it. Old baling wire for the win. She's up there now, so no more worrying about her going anywhere. But enough of that. I'm going to go in here, call it a night, do some editing, and I will see you guys out here again tomorrow on the MTD Revival, and hopefully we'll finish it. Alright guys, it's a couple days later. It is hard as hell out here today. So, I don't think I'm going to really do much to the MTD today, but I think what we are going to do So we're going to drag this thing up to driveway to the water hose. Probably get out the snatch tractor and tow it up there. We'll wash it up, get it clean, see how good this thing's actually going to look, and then probably get it brought back down here for further repairs. We have to get the shafts freed up in here for the spindles, or no, the pulleys, my bad, because there's a jack shaft in there for the Vari Drive, and I'm pretty sure it's seized up along with probably the idlers and everything else. So we need to get those unseized so we can get the roll and then get some rear tires on it and fix the steering shaft. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to do left on it, but there is at the same time. So let's knock a little bit out today by getting this thing nice and clean. We'll get out the pressure washer, pressure wash this thing down really good, and then we'll probably scrub it with some soap and water and let it dry, and check out this paint job that it has. See how good it actually cleans up on this unit. So let's go ahead and get our tractor and get up here and get this thing. We got her up here. Y'all see how dirty this thing is. Look at that. It's just disgusting all the way around. It's got a little bit of rust in places. Hood is disgusting. And it's just all throughout nasty. So let's get this thing cleaned up the best we can with what we got. We're going to start out with a pressure washing, and then we'll move on to some soap and water and really clean this thing up. Alright guys, we have a clean up MTD. How clean it got. Pretty dang clean.
compared to what it was, it looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drag it back down there, get it ready for tomorrow. And I ain't gonna do any of that on camera. I'm just gonna get it set up, get it done, and yeah, we'll be out here tomorrow. We'll have this thing lifted up so where we can get to the pulleys in the rear, or actually all throughout the whole tractor, and get them freed up so we can get that thing moving. Put some rear tires on it. Maybe find some better ones for the fronts eventually. And be done with this thing. See if she will ride out. So, see you guys out here again at it tomorrow. Alright, so I was going to do this tomorrow, but we went ahead and put it on the lift here. We've got our pulleys free. They were seized in by the belts. And we're going to lower this thing and see if the belts on this will allow the rear end to move. So unless I can find a belt for this unit, we're dead in the water. I just split the belt. There's one side, and there's the other. So unfortunately, as of now, we're at a standstill again. I thought I was going to be able to get it today, but no. We'll have to pull this thing back up on the lift tomorrow, raise it back up, try to maybe find a belt for it, see if I can get things a little more freed up, all that good stuff. But as of now, we're still not moving. We're clean, we're running, but we're not moving. So I will see you guys tomorrow out here where we'll try to get it going again. So guys, I was just editing a video, or trying to fix one in the house, and I looked out the window and it was just blown the hell away. Look at this shit. Y'all are gonna think this is cool. Look at the army tanks. There's tons of them. Sometimes it is kind of cool living by the train tracks. Look at all of them. There's tons.
That's so cool. Oh, video got a little screwed up there. That's so neat. I thought y'all would want to see that. I thought it was pretty cool. Alright guys, it's been a couple days. We're back out here on the MTD. We have a whole set of tires ready to go, fronts and backs. So we're going to take these wheels and tires off and put these wheels and tires on. We did find one front wheel that would match this. The other one, of course, it's right here. But we're going to try to make all this work. So let's go ahead and lift up our front end, get it in the air, get some front tires on this thing. We'll lower it, turn it around, lift the rear end up, and then we will worry about the rear tires. Alright, we got a set of front tires. One's on original wheel, one's on a different wheel. But that looks much better for the front end for sure. So let's go ahead and get this thing down, turned around, lifted back up, and then we can do the rears. And then we'll have this thing actually sitting on some decent tires. Alright, so as we could have figured, these tires are seized on there. The wheels are seized on the axle. I don't want to damage this transmission trying to get them off. I think what I'm going to do, these actually have tubes in them. I think I'm going to de-inflate these tires again, take the tubes out. Take the face, bust the bead off the face. Take the valve stem out, shimmy the tube in it and inflate them. That's the best I'm going to be able to do for now. Alright, 1 out of 2 is done. We used the existing tire, existing wheel, added a tube to it. It's holding pretty good so far. We're going to move on to the other side. This side was really hard. The other side will probably be a little easier because that tube's actually a little more limber. But what we're going to do is we're going to do it off camera. I'm just going to go ahead and get it done. And I'll cut the camera back on and get them all done and sitting on the ground. Alright, it's getting towards the end of the day, so I'm probably going to go ahead and call it for today. I am pretty tired. I got some editing to do too, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and head on in the house and get some editing done. We did get our wheels and tires situated on this thing. We got some front turf savers. We got some rear turf mates. The rears of the original wheels and tires to this unit. I just added some tubes. That is not the original tire, but the original wheel. Not original tire or wheel. So, it's got one newer wheel on it. 2 newer tires. 2 newer tubes. So, that ought to be decent for this unit. We'll get out here tomorrow and try to get the belt system situated. And then I do believe after that, that's pretty much it. Should be a runner and a rider. So, looking forward to it. So I will see you guys out here again tomorrow in the morning, to where we will try to get this thing going. And hopefully by tomorrow evening, this thing will be running, riding, and ready to go. So, We'll see you guys tomorrow.
What is going on, guys? It is another day on the MTD. I think it's like Saturday. I hope it's the last day on this thing. We've got tires and wheels on it now. So really all we need is to get the drivetrain situated and get the steering situated, because the arm for or not the arm, but the steering rod itself actually has a stripped gear. So we got to get that figured out, and we got to get the belt system figured out, get all that freed up and working properly. But today Daniel's actually coming to get his tractor, so I have his Scott sitting there with his deck ready to go, and I have the General sitting next to it just because I kind of wanted a, you know, quick little look at both of them side by side before it disappears off to its new owner. So I hope Daniel's happy with that tractor, and hope he gets good use out of it. But let's go ahead and get this lifted up and start assessing the steering. Here's our gear issue for our steering. There are absolutely no teeth left on that gear. They're gone. So they got to figure out something for that for sure. And then here's our belt problem. We split that belt the other day when we were trying to get this thing going. So we got to try to find a belt that'll fit and hopefully get that pulley a little more unseized. It's a little seized in there. Really needs to be replaced, but I don't have one. Alright, I attempted to repair the steering gear. It's not the best, but damn is it not the worst. So we're gonna go ahead and take the rest of this apart, lube it up real good, put it back together, and then we will probably I don't know, I might just soak it down in some ATF. Alright. Daniel just texted me, said he's 30 minutes away. Told him he just pull up in the yard. Alright, now that we got some freed up steering, maybe we can stick this steering shaft back in there after I lube it just a little more. And we can see if this guy is going to work. So, we got a steering gear in there and it's moving the fan blade. The fan gear, so we're good.
I'm going to wipe this down from all the excess crap that I just got on it, and then I guess go ahead and start assessing the belt issue. So we got a bunch of ATF on the body here, and when I went to wipe it off, it shined it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take some more and just do the whole red of the tractor. Wow, look at how much it shined up. Dang, that thing looks good. This is really a clean little tractor. You can see the difference. That and that. Look at that. Wow. That's a good looking unit. Heck yeah. As you see, secondary belt is still on. It is just the primary. So we need to find a primary belt this size. Oh, good luck. Well guys, we're pretty much out of time for this video, so I'm going to have to call it. I'm probably just going to ship this on to the next owner, and they will have to fix the pulley system. I do not have the right stuff to fix it. I don't have pulley swap with. I do not have the size belt. I don't have it. So we're just not going to be messing with that at the moment. We're probably just going to let this project get sat back down on the ground. We'll call it done and sell it as a runner, but not a rider that needs work. But it is looking good. So we'll probably go ahead and drop this thing down, get it sitting on the ground, and finish through the rest of the front with the trans juice. And she actually looks really good, all shiny and clean. Heck yeah. Daniel just showed up. He's actually picking up his tractor. The good news is he brought me a few parts for the truck, and he's up there making a key for my doors. So big thanks to Daniel. Definitely was a good friend, so much appreciated. But like I said, we'll get this thing down off the lift as soon as he leaves. We'll fire it up one last time, and then I will probably list it for sale. 150 bucks. Runs, has good tires, steering works, needs belt drive. 150 bucks. Southern Georgia area. If you're interested, you can contact me down below in the comments, or you can email me directly at flyingbrian2293@gmail.com. You must come pick up from the shop. Other than that, it is ready to go to whoever wants this MTD. Alright, unfortunately we did not get to this thing last night. Like I said, Daniel had showed up and we hung out, did some work on the Ford, and a couple other things. So we're back on it today. Actually about to drop this thing down on the ground, fire it up. For the last time, I'm going to get a little video clip of it running for Marketplace. And I'm just going to sell this thing as a running unit. Trans is good. It's got tires on it. Everything's good to go, except for it just needs some belt work. Everything else is pretty much history. So I mean, we got a key to sell it with. So I'm not using a screwdriver anymore. We got us a little deck key. So, heck yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump this thing and call it done. Ought to be enough. Fire it up. Good little machine right there. Just needs some belt work. I think I'm gonna sell it for $200 on Marketplace, but if you come to me and you've seen it through the channel and want it, come pick it up. I'll let you have it for $150. Needs some belt work, that's it. Transaxle's good, it's got good tires on it now. Good wheels. Steering works. I had to piece together the dash, but that's okay. And it's got this front 11.5 on it. That's a big deal. It's a good running engine out there. Here comes with the keys. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed reviving this old unit here. Looks a lot better than it did before. I'll take y'all on a little swing around action. Looks good. Looks like it'd be a pretty cool racer. If anybody wanted to turn it into one, it's a perfect candidate for it. Little slammed mower. I don't know if I'd recommend turning it into a mud mower, but it could be. If you like the body style that much and wanted to turn it into a mud mower, I'm sure you could. Really, anything's possible if you have the skill set and tools and know-how and all that good stuff. But with that being said, this one is ready to be sold, and I am going to sell it the way it is. Like I said, engine runs really good. All the key system works, just needs a battery in the rear. I do have the battery box that goes with it in there, and the wires are stripped back ready for connections and a battery. We have the belt guard that goes on the front right there to go with it. I do also have the stock deck if that is something that somebody wants, or if they don't want it, cool, I'll keep it. But I will throw it in if it is wanted for no extra cost. But like I said, I'm going to sell it on Marketplace for about 200 bucks. And I'm going to be selling it on here to my viewers for 150. So like I said, even if you see my post on Marketplace and you mention, hey, I saw it in your video, I'd like to come by, take a look at it, maybe get it from you, 150 bucks for you. So yeah, come get this thing off my hands. I'd like to see it gone pretty quick. Need to put some money back into the shop. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go down there and leave a like if you did for me, please. That would be a big help to the channel. I know most people don't even make it to the end of the video, so the people that do, I surely appreciate you watching the whole video. It sure helps out, because I'm still trying to get to 1,000
subscribers so I can get monetized and maybe put some of this money that I make back into some projects and maybe doing some cooler stuff. A couple small upgrades to the shop. And you know, it's good stuff. But yeah, like the videos. Comment down below if you have a question. Like I said, if you want to purchase this unit or you just want to say, hey, I try to reply to everybody. You can also subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Be sure to hit the all notification bell. That way you're notified every time I put out a video. I tried to keep up with 2 a week, but now it's, you know, down to 1 a week. Sometimes I still try to put out 2, but it is hard to do. These projects take a while. So yeah, check out the Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and the TikTok. The only one that's different is the Snapchat. It is an avatar. You know, everybody else knows that has Snapchat. The rest of it is the same profile picture as the YouTube channel. So you can go to those platforms, type in Flying Brian's Garage in the search engines, and you should find me. We post different content to those, and the TikTok is really mainly the main content poster. It's actually surpassed the YouTube channel, and we put a lot of cool videos of like the general, me ripping it around the yard, and just cool stuff. So y'all go check that out if y'all want to see some little behind the scenes of me being an idiot and almost flipping it a couple times, and yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, stay tuned to all the videos. Go check out some of the old ones. You can stay tuned to some of the newer ones, and I will see you guys on the next episode where we will be reviving another tractor. I will give you a little sneak peek here. It is a Craftsman, 97 Craftsman LT1000. Don't pay attention to the hood. That's not the hood that's supposed to be on it. It is a square body hood that's actually supposed to be on this unit. Most people that are familiar with these, if you can tell by the look at the dash, you know exactly what hood's supposed to go on this thing. But it has an 18 horse opposed twin Kohler engine that has been sitting outside with no plugs in it for I don't know how long. So we're gonna go ahead and start working on this guy. So y'all stay tuned for this video to drop, and like I said, I will see you guys in that episode.